My name is Joe Kent. I'm an America First Republican running against Congresswoman Butler. Congresswoman Butler voted for the impeachment of President Trump with the Democrats. The Pacific Northwest has always been my home. I grew up camping and hiking throughout the Cascade Mountain Range and exploring the Columbia River Valley Gorge and Boy Scouts. I was fascinated by the outdoors. Inspired by the Rangers from the famous Black Hawk Down incident in 1993 in Mogadishu, I enlisted in the Army at age 18 and earned my way into Ranger Regiment and eventually Special Forces. When our nation was attacked on 9/11, I was exactly where I wanted to be, defending my country. Throughout 11 combat deployments, I saw the failures of the government establishment, keeping us at war in the Middle East. I became an America First Republican after watching our government lie about regime change wars and ship our economy overseas. In the midst of continual combat, I met and married my soulmate, Shannon Kent, a fellow warrior and special operator. Shannon blessed me with 2 sons and a loving family life. I plan to continue to serve our nation abroad, fighting our enemies overseas, until the 16th of January 2019, when Shannon was killed fighting ISIS in Manbij, Syria. I was devastated. I left my job in the intelligence community and returned home to the Pacific Northwest. But peace wasn't in store for us. Shortly after we returned home, I watched Portland and Seattle devolve into nightly riots and lawlessness, once beautiful cities destroyed by the left's quest for power. I wanted to do something to stop the downward spiral that our society was heading. In 20 years of fighting on the battlefields and through my wife's death, I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of failed policy. The events of 2020, including the lockdowns, riots, and a presidential election manipulated by a cabal of technocrats and bureaucrats, followed by a sham impeachment that our Congresswoman voted for, made it clear to me that I had to go forward and fight once more. I've never been someone who can ask others to go and fight for me. That's why I'm asking to go fight for you in Congress, just like I did throughout my 11 combat deployments. I view this fight in Congress as a continuation of the oath that I took 23 years ago. I'm here to support and defend the Constitution and to fight for my fellow Americans. The entire time I was fighting overseas, I lived by the motto, if not me, then who? If not when, but now. Send me.